story of
Great job by Jalen Hands. Come over there, take his throat, and just push his head back up in the air. Let's go. Come on.
Hey, shalom, shalom. Keep as a sheep. Yasil, back with another lesson. Lord, which video is edifying. All right, before we begin, I'd like to first start off by giving all praise, all honor, and all glory to the Most High, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Rekakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom, and shalom to the hopeful elect. All right. In today's lesson will be titled, We Need One Another Now More Than Ever. Brotherly, hashtag brotherly love. All right. And, today's lesson is inspired by the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, of course. But it's the clip, and basically it's inspired by the times, all right? The times that we're living in currently, all right? And but as you see the clip play at the beginning of the video, it just helps illustrate, all right, brotherly love and us needing one another, all right? And of course, brothers can't always be there for brothers, all right? But a lot of times brothers don't need a hug or anything carnal like that or money. A lot of times brothers just need a word of encouragement, all right, a reproving, a rebuking, all right, or exhortation, right? A lot of times it's the small things, all right. A lot of times brothers just need to see your video, all right, or just see you operate in the spirit, all right, or see your comment under their video, or see you share their video, all right. These things keep brothers afloat. These things keep brothers grounded, keep brothers running that race, man, all right. And again, being the times that we're living in, all right, especially at this time in prophecy, we need one another, all right, now more than ever, and it's only going to become more and more vulnerable, all right, in the times to come, not us, but situations, all right. You're going to be put in situations where you're going to have to call brothers. You're going to have to lean on brothers. You're going to be put in a situation where you're going to need brothers. All right. You got to let that lone wolf spirit, you got to let that go. We in this ministry together. All right. We in this walk together. All right. We are one body. Right. You're going to be put in situations where you're going to be forced to lean on brothers, to call on brothers, to hope in brothers. All right. To pray for brothers, right? So, Lord will, this video is edifying. Just a couple precepts to further prove and back up the point that in the title at hand, right? We'll start at Matthew 24 and start at 12, and it reads, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold, right? And of course, it's referring to those in the world, all right, those not of light, all right, not in this truth, not in the ministry, 2/3, all right, and in the other heathen nations, right? It says the love of many shall wax cold. All right, meaning that love, the love a mother has for her son, the love a son has for his mother, the love a brother has for another brother, all right, the love a father has for a son, and the love a son has for a father, and I could go on. That love is gonna wax cold, All right, their love is gonna diminish. It's gonna vanish. All right, it's gonna start to fade. All right, and we see this now. All right, with the with the news. All right, every day is something different. Whether it's a woman killing her child, all right, a man killing his whole family, including himself. All right, suicide, suicide. All right, we see the love of many waxing cold. All right, the school shootings. All right, the children are fighting the parents now, killing the parents. All right, we've been seeing these things happen now on a more fervent and a more steady pace now, man. It's more relevant. All right, you can see it. I'm pretty sure if you jump on Instagram or TikTok today, there's some incident somewhere where a man is killing his wife, or killing his children or her children, or a man's killing his mother or his father, whatever it may be, man. Right, and it's only getting worse. Right, but us being in this ministry, all right, us being in this truth, of course we're not, brothers according to the flesh, and but according to the spirit, we're brothers, and that makes us family. All right, what the Lord said, those who do the will of my Father, those are my brothers, my sisters, my father, my mother, blah blah blah. Right, so be careful who you call mother, brother, sister. Right, for those I'm talking to brothers. All right, those of the hopeful elect. Right, the only brothers we have. All right, the only sisters we have. All right, the only family we have are those in this truth, those in this walk. All right, those who keep the commandment to the best of their ability, calling on the true names, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, doing the work in truth and sincerity, in season, out of season. Right, these are our spiritual fathers, brothers, sisters, and mothers. Right, and we have to love one another. All right, and what does it mean to love one another? That means to, love is an action word, first of all. So we show them we love them by our works. All right, by us doing the work, by us going to the highways and byways. Right, uploading videos, reproving and rebuking one another. This is love. All right, this is a form of love. Right. Again, Matthew 24. And 11, and it reads, no, Salakia 12, and it says, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. And it makes me think, like, coming up, the older guys, all right, your uncles, all right, family members, even guys in the streets in the world, right? People would, encourage you to do the right thing. People would try to look out for you. People, will rebuke you, reprove you. All right, people, give you a whooping or chastise you for, doing this, doing that. But now it's like they don't even care. People don't care. All right, everybody's trying to get ahead in life. They're trying to, see what they can get from you. All right, people are trying to, backdoor you, snake you. The times have changed, man. The world has waxed weaker through age. All right, roughly paraphrasing. The men have got weaker. The women have got weaker. Family structure has become weaker. All right. The so-called black community has become weaker. All right. Black people used to, so-called black people used to stand together. All right. People will look out for one another. All right. Take care of one another. All right. You look out for my kids. I look out for your kids. Hey, you can't trust people with your kids nowadays, man. All right. And, this is just a part of prophecy, right? Again, one more time, Matthew 24 and 12, it says, and because iniquity shall abound, love of many shall wax cold, meaning, sin. All right, sin is going out through the earth, man. Sin is popular. All right, sin is normal. All right. Sin is fun, so-called fun. All right. So again, Matthew 24:12, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Right. But let's see, Hebrews 13:1. And it reads, let brotherly love continue. So we know that at the times, as it said in Matthew 24:12, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. All right. So while the love of many is waxing cold, brotherly love it still should continue. It still stands. All right. The ministry still stands. The truth still stands. All right. We have to do the work. All right. We have to love one another. We have to reprove and rebuke one another, be honest with one another, pray for one another. All right. Call on one another. Right. Hebrews 13:1. Let brotherly love continue. 2. Be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unawares. Right. So, and that's another topic. But, men of the Lord, the elect are angels. All right. And there are angels, around men, certain men, all right, that, they help brothers, they keep brothers. All right. It's many accounts in the Bible where, there were, the angels appeared to men. All right. And in the form of men. All right. So, of course, you're not going to see a man with 2 big wings on his back, a halo and, things of that nature. He may be a regular man just like you, tall or short in stature, fat, not being carnal, man, but he just be a regular man, right? Yeah, that's the point, man. Hebrews 13:1, let brotherly love continue. All right, so that means no matter what, all right, even when the world gets cold, because the world is gonna get cold, the world is gonna turn its back on you, but we still have to love one another, man. We all we got, right? We all we got, man. Proverbs 27:17, it reads, iron sharpeneth iron, so a man sharpeneth the countenance of his friend. I'm gonna see what this says. Proverbs 27:17. I want to see what this says in NLT. Bear with me. Slakia. All right. Okay, it says about the same thing. Yeah. I'll give basically the same definition. All right. But yeah, man, obviously we need one another. All right. You see how a brother operate. You want to operate like that, brother? Hey, man, you can watch the brother. All right. Pray for the brother. Jump on the brother comment board, share the brother videos, whatever, join his live streams. All right. Right. Because, that's the church, man. All right. That's the congregation. All right. We have to congregate one another. Right. A couple more precepts we'll close out. Zephaniah 2:1. And it reads, gather yourselves together, yea, gather together, O nation not desired. All right, he's talking about the elect, man. All right, because of course the world doesn't want anything to do with true brotherly love. All right, they don't want anything to do with just truth. All right, they don't want anything to do with us. But it says, roughly paraphrasing, if you of the world will love you, but because you're not, we're not of the world, so the world don't love us, man. The world love his own. All right. And it's proven, man, because they, everybody bucks up against the Israelites. All right. If we were a Muslim or if we were Jehovah's Witness or Baptist or Catholic or Methodist, whatever, people would, they would love us. Right. But because we come with the truth. All right. They hate us, man. They despise us. All right. Leviticus 19:17, it reads, thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor and not suffer sin upon him. That's right, man. So that's how we're doing. All right. You know, we love you anyway. All right. We, you know, of course, 2/3 may hate us, but hey, we love you. All right. And then say what scripture says, love thine enemies. Right. And how do we love y'all? By reproving and rebuking you, by continue to do the work. Right. But hey, man, that was that. And again, Lord, this video was edifying. Until next time, I'd like to close out by giving all praise, all honor, and all glory to the Most High, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, Shalom, and Shalom to the hopeful elect.